Hey, what's going on, guys? Goose here, man. If you're new to the channel, if you're an LSU fan, Saints fan, Pelican fan, any kind of fan, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Uh, Ring the notification bell, click all notifications, and give the video a thumbs up. All right. So if you're new, I'm doing a little series. I'm going over every LSU game this past season, and we're up to the Auburn game. LSU defeated Auburn 23-20 as this was the tough. This probably was one of the toughest games LSU's played all season. As Auburn's defense LSU had a bunch of yards in the game, but Auburn defense really they stopped LSU on a 4th and goal. They picked off a pass at the 2 yard line. So this wasn't one of this is one of the games LSU they could have lost actually. All right, so let's go over the game here. As Auburn got the ball first, they had a punt. LSU gets it, they got a punt. So Auburn gets the scoring off. They get the scoring started first on their second possession. They go 14 plays, 42 yards, and Anders Carlson kicks a 30-yard field goal, and Auburn led 3-0. All right, so then LSU gets the ball back. They got a punt. Auburn punts. Then LSU gets the ball back, and they finally get something going. They go on a 10-play drive, 89 yards, and they had a big third down, a big 3rd and 12 at their own 9-yard line. Joe Burrow scrambles, gets 14 yards for the first down. Extended the drive. LSU was able to go down the field and get a touchdown pass from Burrow to Terrace Marshall from 20 yards out. LSU led 7-3. All right, then after a punt by Auburn, LSU. They go for it on 4th down and 1 at the Auburn 29-yard line as Joe Burrow was unable to get the first down, and Auburn takes over. But of course they also LSU forces Auburn to punt, but then Derek Stingley muffs the punt, and Auburn takes over at the LSU 22-yard line, and then on 4th and goal, Bo Nix ran for 1 yard out, and Auburn led 10-7. And then next drive, LSU goes 10 plays, 73 yards, and they get a field goal. It was 10-10, and right before the half, Auburn had it at the LSU 32-yard line, but Bo Nix was intercepted by Derek Stingley, and LSU ran the clock out, and it was 10-10 at the end of the second quarter. All right, here we go. Third quarter underway as LSU gets the ball first. They can't do anything with it. They punt. Auburn on their first possession, they go 5 plays, 73 yards. Big play as DJ Williams ran for 70 yards down to the LSU 9-yard line. But LSU's defense was able to hold them 13-10. As Grant Delpit made a big tackle. Otherwise, DJ Williams would have scored a touchdown. This game might have been different, but Grant Delpit did make the tackle, and LSU's defense forces Auburn to get a field goal, and it was 13-10. Then LSU drives down the field. They had 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, and they had 4 cracks at it. And Joe Burrow's pass on 4th down to Jamar Chase stopped short of the goal line. Auburn gets it. They got a punt in their own territory. With LSU has great field position at the 38-yard line, but on 1st and 10 at the 26, Joe Burrow throws an interception at the 2-yard line. Auburn takes over deep in their own territory. LSU forces a punt. They get the ball back, and this time LSU converts as Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a 6-yard touchdown run, and it was 16-13 at the missed extra point. So starting the fourth quarter, LSU goes on 11 plays, 67-yard drive, and Joe Burrow on 3rd down and 2 at the 7-yard line runs for 7 yards for a touchdown. LSU led 23-20, and 23-13 with a little over 11 minutes to go in the game. So LSU led by 10. Then we had punt. Both teams exchanging punts. Then Auburn right about 2 minutes to go in the game, a little over 2 minutes to go in the game. Auburn goes on a drive. They get a touchdown, and as Bo Nix completed the pass to Seth Williams with 2:32 on the clock, and it was 23-20. Auburn tries the onside kick. They don't get it. LSU's able to fall on it. LSU's able to run the clock out, and they're able to survive Auburn. So Joe Burrow, he threw for 321 yards, 1 touchdown, that 1 interception. Edwards-Helaire had 136 yards on the ground, and then Jamar Chase had 123 receiving yards, 8 receptions. But LSU was just plagued by not getting on a 4th down, interception at the goal line. So, but Auburn played LSU probably one of the toughest games LSU played all season. You know, next to Alabama. This was really a tough game. So LSU wins 23-20 next week. Well, actually, they had an off week. Then they went to Alabama, so we'll see how that fared out next video. Because if you're new, guys, if you're an LSU fan, if you're a college football fan, if you're an NFL fan, MLB, uh, goes on and on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, also ring that notification bell, get all notifications. I'll see you next time.